What's up? Today is Tuesday, May 3rd. It's day 2 of the NHL playoffs. How did day 1 go? I wouldn't know. I wasn't here. I think you dealt with my deep fake yesterday who showed up here and gave you a bunch of wacky prop picks that didn't pan out. So I don't know what that guy was doing, but I'm here today to correct his errors. No, I'm not going to try to hide from the fact day 1 was not ideal. But as I opened the episode yesterday saying, these game 1s are ruckus. You never truly know what's going to happen. It's hard to gauge with the crazy environments. And I mean, who would have thought that the Tampa Bay Lightning, they didn't get blown out in one game in 2 straight playoffs. They lose 5-0 to Toronto. They get a 5-minute power play, the most vicious power play in the league. It's a 5-minute power play. And what do? They get 0 scoring chances and give up 3 2-on-1s the other way. And you got Minnesota. They let the Blues come into their building and win 4-0. Then Edmonton, who got swept last year, they're playing a team that hasn't been in the playoffs 6 years in their home building where they want to come out and make a statement, go down 2-0 in the first. So, like I said yesterday, it's so tough to tell with these game 1s. But tonight, things are going to be different because we're going to keep these bets relatively simple. We're not going to go to these wacky props. But before that, just in case it is one of these weird nights where things go awry, I don't want you putting your real money on it. So if you want some good promo money, all you got to do is go to BetMGM. You bet $10 on any NBA game, and if either team hits a three-pointer, you're going to win $200. So just click the link in the video below or go to BetMGM and use the promo code ODDSHOPPER to claim your $200. All right, so tonight, like I said, we're going to keep things simple. It's not going to be many wacky props. I got one prop for you, but for the most part, we're staying straight down the line here. And we're starting with the New York Rangers at -125. This bet is, I don't know if it's more in support of the Rangers as it is an indictment on the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins, I think they've been in the playoff decline for a good 4 years now. I think they've lost 4 straight game 1s. I think they lost game 1 to the Capitals and the Islanders. I think Montreal in the bubble, and then the Islanders again last year. I don't see them going into Madison Square Garden and coming out with a win. Shesterkin at home with that environment. The Rangers, good coach. They're going to be amped up. It's their first time in the playoffs in a while. And then you got Pittsburgh's goaltending situation, which I know rectified itself during the regular season because we saw how it was during the playoffs last year. But as you saw last night, playoffs are a different breed of hockey. And I think this is a great opportunity for the Rangers to come out and get up to a 1-0 series lead. And I honestly have the Rangers winning this series in 5 games. So if that's going to happen, Rangers are likely going to have to start 1-0 to make that happen, and I think that's exactly what's going to go down tonight. So give me the New York Rangers -125, and I will not be upset at you if you want to take Artemi Panarin point, Artemi Panarin assist, power play point. Same thing goes with Fox. I think they're going to be involved with one of the goals tonight, maybe 2. And as far as the over-under goes, I'm always hesitant to touch anything over-under related when it comes to the New York Rangers because you're dealing with Shesterkin. There could be a game that you're watching, like, oh my God, this game could be 6-5 right now. And then you see the final score and it's 3-2 because Shesterkin, he stole the night or something like that. You never want to put yourself in a situation where you need goals scored against the best goalie in the league because he could screw you. And similarly, if you take the under and you're watching all these chances go back and forth, you want to get gray hairs? Go do that. So just give me the New York Rangers -125. And then the next team, this is another indictment bet. These are the indictment bets. I'm going to be betting against the Washington Capitals. The Washington Capitals, who have been eliminated in 5 the last 2 postseasons, they're dealing with the same issues that they dealt with the last 2 postseasons. They're old, slow, and have no speed through the neutral zone. And on top of all that, they're heavily Alex Ovechkin dependent. And we don't know his status in terms of his health. He got injured the 3rd to last game of the season. They sat him out the last 2, and we're just supposed to expect he's at 100%. So if he's at less than 100% on the road against an offensive juggernaut who's a nightmare to play against, you got to give me those Florida Panthers. I mean, I think I took the Panthers to sweep them in my bracket. So if that's going to happen, I believe they need to win game 1 for a sweep to happen. But the Florida Panthers have such a high number tonight. It ranges from like -2 210 to minus 240. So we're going to do that thing that I like to do during the playoffs to get a better price on teams like the Panthers and other heavy favorites. We're going to take the 60-minute line. So Florida Panthers in 60 minutes, meaning just there's not going to be an overtime, minus 140. That's a whole hell of a lot better than minus 240. And you don't have to be a mathematician to calculate that. You don't have to be an odds shopper analytics guy, and they got some smart guys over there calculating return on investments and whatnot, but you don't need to have their advanced MIT degrees to know minus 140 sounds a hell of a lot better than minus 240. That's my math for you. So those are going to be my two money line bets. The third one, I'm going to head out to that Colorado game. I feel like everyone needs a little piece of that game tonight because anytime there's a high-flying offense, everyone wants to get in on it. However, that price is so high. The price to take the Avalanche tonight is so high, and I never like betting that by the spread. You're rarely ever going to see me take a minus 1.5 because what if the other team gets a couple power plays, they go up 3-2 in the third, you know, it's 3-2, and now you just know you can't win. Well, oh, you're going to tie it, get another goal, and then get an empty netter? No, and I always hate that deflating feeling of knowing the bet is over at like the end of the second period. So what I like to do to give myself better odds, rather than taking a favorite by 2, usually taking a team in 60 minutes. But even that price isn't good enough tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my old reliable friend, Devon Toews, who I've been supporting since the beginning of his career. He's the star there that few talk about. It's going to be the second straight year he's top 10 in Norris voting. He's the guy that you see on the back end of all these goals, all the Rantanen, McKinnon, Makar, Kadri. When you check that stat sheet, you always see, wait, who's it from? From Makar and Toews. Oh, from Toews, and he's always on the back end of these goals. So give me Devon Toews to get in on one of them tonight with an assist. Devon Toews assist plus 140. So those are going to be my 3 bets for the night. New York Rangers minus 125 money line, Florida Panthers 60-minute line minus 140, and Devon Toews assist plus 140. And if you're saying, wait, what about that last game? What about the Stars going into the Flames? Well, that's a Monopoly monocle one. I need my monocle, and I need to see what the hell's going on in there. Just like I needed to see that Blues Wild game last night. You know, I put, if yesterday was Minesweeper, although those props didn't hit, I planted 2 flags. One on that game 1 in the Lightning series, and one on that game 1 in the Blues series. And look, a 4-0 and a 5-0. The range of outcomes in that one was all over the board, and at least I kind of planted my flags on those two to at least give you the warning. Well, my flag planted tonight is on this Calgary game, because the last time I saw Calgary in the playoffs a few seasons back, they lost in round 1 to a wild card. They were the 1 seed, and they lost to a wild card. And who are they going up against? A team that made the Stanley Cup 2 seasons ago. So I don't know what I'm going to get from the Stars. I'm going to get the team that missed the playoffs last year, or am I going to get the one that made it to the Stanley Cup Finals the year before that? Because they have those stars, so who knows if those veterans are going to step up and play out of their mind? Who knows if the Benn and Sagans and Radulovs, they come to play? And who knows how the inexperienced Flames are going to do? I mean, they have some experience, but not a ton. They haven't been in the playoffs since they lost in round 1 as the 1 seed. There's just a lot of unknowns in that series. If I had to guess, I don't know, Flames win 3-2 tonight, but I need to see it first before I touch that series. So you got my 3 for tonight. Hopefully it goes better than last night. I got a better feeling for tonight. We will see. Good luck to you. Good luck to me. But I don't expect you to join me on these. I understand how things go. If you give a bad restaurant suggestion to somebody on a Wednesday, they're unlikely to take your restaurant suggestion on a Thursday. So you can stand off to the side like Achilles in Troy and watch us fight the battle as you pace back and forth and mumble to yourself. That's absolutely fine. I would never expect you to follow me after a rough night. But let me out there on the battlefield and earn my way back into your good graces. We will see you tomorrow for Game 2 of those series that we started yesterday. Take it easy, have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow.